Hey ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Thought I'd give an update to y'all this morning, Monday morning. I'm at the house. Um so I've obviously had a lot of thought process since the last video I made on Friday, which was very depressing for me, dealing with the freight rates and so on and so on. And then so I did head home. I spent $500 coming home from Taylor, PA, back to the house, and so I'm back at the house and have a lot of thought process going on, and so anyway, it would probably be very difficult for me to lease on, or not lease on, but to park my truck and work for somebody else. I'm 61. I've been doing the owner-operator thing for 18, going on 19 years. Been driving truck for the last 31, 32 years. So I know what both sides of the field is, what it's like to drive for a company and what it is to drive for yourself. And the way the economy is right now, it's a real cutthroat economy when it gets really hard, like it's getting when inflation's real high. The third month of this year, 9,000 owner-operators went out of business in the first 3 months, and I haven't kept up with it since then, but that's an average of 3,000 owner-operators a month. And so if you figure this is 7, that'd be 10,000 or 100,000. That'd be up to 100,000 by now if it was still on the same direction. I personally haven't looked it up, so those of you have looked it up and know exactly how many it is up right to right now, you know better than I do. But it's only gotten worse since the first of the year. The rates were better the first of the year than they are now, and that's typically not the way it is. And so that being said, when you figure around 100,000 people have shut down their trucking companies, they still need jobs, and so that's filling lots of seats in the company world, and that probably has a lot to do with the spot market, because most companies have contracted freight, and contracted freight that's rejected, meaning the companies, the big companies, mega companies that don't want to haul the freight for whatever reason, is rejected, and it goes on to the spot market, where the money grabbers grab the money and then give you pennies, which would be the freight brokers, and then it gets to us. And so so that would be one of the other reasons why the amount of freight getting to the spot market is not getting the mega amounts that it would, or the amounts that it normally would, because many owner-operators have gone out of business and they probably went over to companies, and those companies need to keep those trucks rolling, so they hold on to as much freight as they can, putting less freight onto the spot market. And yeah, there's something really going funny with my batteries. I don't know what's going on. I don't have nothing on. I got the refrigerator off, but they sure are pulling really hard. I don't know what's going on with it, but I have to check into that. So anywho, I just emptied out my refrigerator. And why is that? Well, no matter what I do, I got to have my truck up and ready. Since I've had this truck, I've had that oil leak, and I found that hauling lighter stuff makes it leak less. And so I just been hauling lighter stuff instead of actually dealing with that. But I did get my kit in, gasket kit and seals. Sorry, last week. Caterpillar wanted 100. I ordered it from eBay for 300. They lost it. And sorry, I'm being distracted by this pulling down on my AP, and I don't understand, and the battery voltage is going down at the same time, and the refrigerator's off, so I don't know what's going on. But now that my refrigerator's off, I can turn my inverter off too. Well, that brought the voltages way up, so maybe my inverter is going bad. So wouldn't surprise me. I've had that in there for a couple of years. It's the big one too, the Mac Daddy. But there it goes, it's pulling down again. But the voltage didn't come down. It's all right. So sorry about the disruption, but where was I? So no matter what I do, ladies and gentlemen, I need to get this oil leak fixed. My gasket kit came in, that's what I was talking about. So I paid 300 and something, and eBay lost it, and then I didn't get it for a while, just stayed focused and on trying to make money. And then I had that other oil leak, got it fixed, but I haven't really made any money this year. I'm barely being able to pay the bills, and that's how bad it is. And Ruthie and I had consolidated our bills and made it $1,500 to $2,000 less a month so we could get by. And just for this reason, because we get a lot of information from Rumble and other sites. We don't get our information from television, and we don't own televisions because it's all just brainwashing lies. And so we knew that this was going to happen, and so we consolidated early into the Biden administration, and so that's helpful. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, after the video on Friday, I sat there, it rained, got some sleep, prayed to the Lord, talked to the Lord about it, and so what I'm doing is I'm coming home, going to take a week or two, maybe 3, and get my truck in order. So been trying to make money to invest money into it. I ain't making any money, so I'll just have to take what money I have to get this thing in order. Cannot be driving your truck around and it not being DOT ready, or if I decide to lease on with somebody else, they'll want no oil leaks, and or if I decide to sell it, which I doubt if I'll do that in this market. I'd have to just practically give it away, so don't want to do that. Even though whatever decision I make, I need to fix the oil leak. So ladies and gentlemen, let me turn you around. I've mentioned this oil leak many times. That's your timing cover right there. So, and I got to get to this plate, the back plate, and get it off, because the leak is between the back plate and the block down there. And so the whole, everything, ladies and gentlemen, has to come off. So I have a big forklift. I will take the hood off and set it down somewhere, keep it safe. Take the radiator out, which today I'm going to go get some 5-gallon buckets to drain. I have some, but I don't have as many as I need. There's 10 gallons in there, so or more. But anyway, so I need to get some more buckets to drain the antifreeze out, and then I had to get the tool to remove the harmonic balance, and then I can get everything off and to get that backing plate off and clean her up and put on the new gasket kit, put it back together. We clean the antifreeze, put the hood back on. So I'm thinking, I think once I get everything ready, it should probably take me 2 or 3 days. Of course, I could probably do it in a day if I had done it before, but I hadn't done it before. I'm not gonna bust my neck. It's probably gonna be 1,000 degrees out here, and so and then when I'm done doing that, I'm gonna call up Best One over in Clarksville, because they have done me right. But this tire, even though it looks great, it's got plenty of meat. That's the reason why I bought these tires. It's Firestone's FS 561s, and these are high friction tires. They use them on buses, school buses and stuff. But I had let it get a little low over the winter, and it got a spot. Once you get a spot on a steer tire, it just continues to get worse. So now it's getting low spots all the way around, and I'm getting a lot of feedback. You can see it real good in the camera right there. Getting a lot of feedback in the steering, especially when it's light, and I don't like that. That's not gonna work. So I need to get that tire, and I'll need to get some drives, and so get the drives taken care of and this tire here taken care of, and hopefully I can get all this done in the next week or two. And then there's Yellow Freight, the third world's largest trucking company, is looking like a 100-year-old trucking company is closing their doors, putting 30,000 drivers out of work. One of the best jobs that you can have as a truck driver in the United States is to drive for Yellow. They're Teamsters, and they pay good, and they have good vacation time, home time, retirement, all that. If you ever want to be in trucking and have a really good job, that's where you'd want to head to. And but the Biden administration is all about wiping us out, and so they're doing a good job. So they're putting a lot of little business out of business, and now the third largest trucking business in the world is going out of business, and not looking good. And meanwhile, you have freight brokers pillaging all the money that they can, and so owner operators are left with being able to just pay the fuel. That's basically the way it works out. So not good. It's not a pretty picture, but regardless what the picture is, I have to take care of my responsibilities, and this motor is one of them. My truck is one of them. If I'm going to haul cheap freight, I got to be able to haul cheap freight, and I can't haul cheap freight if my truck isn't in order. So that's what I'm going to do. One of these days, if they get people out of the White House that aren't destroying America, I might be able to get those fenders on my trailer and paint them to match the truck. That'd be cool. I've been with you guys for a while, 13 minutes of your time. You have a wonderful day, have lots of fun, and I'm going to get busy on getting my stuff together and getting this truck taken care of, getting it in order so we can operate. Thank you for your comments. We really do appreciate them. I appreciate them. God bless. Comes my finger. Later.